Kids are growing up and ensuring a balanced, nutritious diet is vital. How do we ensure that we are helping them build strong bones, healthy skin, and optimal energy levels during our hectic weekdays? So let's take a look at these daily meals, and towards the end of this video, we can see how we can check off the suggested dietary requirement checklist. Remember, as moms during our pregnancy times, we used to take these iron, calcium, folic acid supplements. Since our growing kids still need these nutrients on a daily basis, it would really help if we can prep a batch of a nutrient mix and store. One such recipe uses urad dal, which is a powerhouse of calcium, potassium, iron, folate, and many other vitamins. Blend roasted urad dal, jaggery powder, cardamom powder, and using ghee make these energy balls. The kids can have this on a day-to-day basis. Okay, breakfast time on a busy morning. So I wanted to prepare some eggs. But Anjali doesn't prefer omelets very much, so today I'm making some souffle pancakes. So separate out the egg yolks and the whites, and to the egg yolks add a little bit of flour and vanilla extract or almond extract, and the egg whites you need to whip it up into a consistency like these. The peaks should be stiff enough so that there is nice airy texture within the pancakes, and here mixing up or folding up gently the egg yolk and the egg white. So we shouldn't over mix this, otherwise again the texture would be affected. And then a little bit of butter on a non-stick pan and add these dollops of this mixture. They're going to be really fluffy and lightweight at the same time, so it's not too filling and kids can eat them very quickly. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. One thing to make sure is that you need to cook entirely until crisp on both sides and ensure that the inside is cooked completely. So keep the lid on and let it cook, but don't overcook. If you do so, it tends to flatten out. So timing is key, but if you do it right, it's perfect. Okay, so now it's time to prepare the lunchbox. Now I'm mixing kale, black beans, pinto beans, and some masala powders. One question that I get asked a lot is, how do we make the kids some interesting lunch boxes? So here I'm taking an almond flour tortilla, which I usually get from Costco. You can also use chapatis if you want to. So this is not a mandatory requirement for this recipe, but if you want to amp up on protein, you can use some flours that is rich in protein, right? So almond flour tortillas, just divide them into halves, and then for this glue for the samosa that we are trying to make, we have to have a mix of flour and water. So just dab it onto the curved edges of these halves of the tortillas, and then we are good to put the filling inside. You can also make quarters if you think that that makes a smaller bite, but I think the halves here is good enough to fill in a good amount inside. So here I'm filling in the mixture of these good vegetables and pulses. You can add any sort of filling into it based on your imagination and your creativity. So my kids really enjoy when they open up the lunch boxes and find something like these. Again, this can be prepared ahead of time. So if you have some time to spend for meal prepping on the weekend, make ahead something like this and pop it in your freezer, and then just fry it the next morning or whenever you want to use it, right? So these samosas turned out really good. So do try this recipe out and let me know how you like it. So in the lunchbox, I'm also packing in some mozzarella cheese balls and a think protein mini bar for my daughter, some ketchup for the samosas, and a roasted seaweed snack, which again Anjali very much enjoys. So this is her lunchbox for today, and for snacks, they have 2 snack times during the entire day. So usually for one time I give her some sort of fruit, and she's also a fan of savory stuff. So I have this Harvest Snaps green pea snacks. So I think it's important to allow them to enjoy a variety of foods, including treats, but in reasonable proportions. So I think moderation is key. So here Anjali is finishing up her breakfast, and it's time for her to maple syrup leave to school.
Ready to go.
I really wanted to share this with you all. As parents, we try our level best to serve good food and do the best as much as possible for our kids with the intention that, they're going to learn something from this and they're going to build that foundation going forward when they turn into adults, where we have very less control on what they do. And so I just thought of this, to share this small little event that I came across while I was coming back from picking up Anjali from the bus stop the other day, and I saw a kid throwing off the water from his water bottle all the way from the stop until his house. And I just casually asked him, like, what happened? Why are you throwing away the water? And he said, just because I don't want it. That was an innocent answer. But I felt to share this with you because as parents, I really believe that what we really need to teach our kids is for them to learn that whatever you're doing, whatever you're eating, whatever you're drinking, whatever you're doing right now as a child is for yourself and not for somebody else. Because, when they go to school, when they go to college, we have very less control on what they do and what they are eating, right? I think that brings us back to the responsibility that rather than just serving them good food, is also for them to learn that this is good for them because it does so and so. This is something that I'm doing for myself and not to please my parents or to please somebody else, right? So I just wanted to share this little bit with you because I always try to tell my kids, if you're not finishing up your lunch or whatever it is, just bring it back home. I don't want to be in disbelief that you completed everything. You don't have to make me happy in that way. I would really be happy if you took care of yourself and you fed yourself really well and you drank water, kept yourself hydrated, but I don't want to be fooled by thinking because it really doesn't serve me nor you. And even as toddlers, I've tried my level best to build that habit that it's not that you're eating this good food and then because of that you're gonna get a sweet treat. Rather, it's better to say that okay, you can have the treat after you eat your main meal, because this good food is going to serve you. It's going to help you build good bones and good strength, and treat is just for fun, right? Just wanted to share this. So evening after she comes back, I'm giving her a smoothie. Smoothies, I think, are a great option for an evening snack, especially because they're quick and convenient, right? Good source of nutrients, but also helps replenish the energy levels after a long day that they've had, while avoiding some sugar crash. Now, here she's drinking the avocado smoothie, which is her favorite. She asks for this every single time when I have an avocado. Can you make an avocado smoothie? So for dinner today, I asked my husband if he could prepare the chickpea pasta salad that he usually prepares. And I don't know how he does it. So I'm going to learn the recipe along with you all here today. Here, a mix of different vegetables, lettuce, tomato, grated carrots, etc. And in a pan, sauteing some cumin seeds, onion, tomatoes. And into that, adding the boiled black chickpeas. For the pasta sauce, onion, tomatoes, and a little bit of pasta sauce from the store, and a mix of oregano and parsley. Then mix everything together. For the toppings, some almonds, cranberries, and pumpkin seeds. Topping it off with some fresh mozzarella cheese.
I love these pasta salads because salads are really good and pasta is really good, and they're just combined, so it tastes super good. And you can add any toppings like cheese, chana, and anything that you want, like how you like it. And my favorite topping in this is chana because it tastes really good with the pasta, the cheese, lettuce, and then the raisins and the chana together tastes so good. And yeah, And the chana is also protein.
So for her, the usual recommendation is about 1.5 cups of fruits and vegetables, and dairy about 2 to 3 servings, and any lean meat, beans and eggs about 3 to 4 servings. So in today's diet, let's have a look here. For fruits, she had it for breakfast in her school snacks and smoothies. And then for veggies, she had it with the samosas for lunch and the pasta salad for dinner. And for the dairy, she had milk in the morning and the milk and yogurt that was included in the smoothie, and the cheese that was there for lunch and dinner. And for the protein group, she had the breakfast pancake and the samosas for lunch, which had the beans and pulses and the almond flour tortillas. And for dinner, the chickpea salad, and the nuts and seeds were mixed throughout in the smoothie as well as the pasta salad. Hope you found this video useful in some way to create your own meal plan, and let me know in the comments below what you would like to see next. I'll see you all in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.